Yo, this is Rick Mahorn, the bad boy, giving a shout out to my man Drew, Detroit Drew. Make sure you tune in on his YouTube channel, Detroit Drew. Bad boy.
Are you ready?
Yo, what's good, peeps? And this has probably been one of the most frustrating things about the Troy Weaver press conference, if you want to call it frustrating. I think people are kind of overlooking this because the league is trying to crack down on tampering with free agent signings. Again, I'm not really sure how the rules work with that when players are on your team, if you're allowed to talk to them or not, but in the press conference for Troy Weaver, he really didn't hit at Christian Wood because he is a free agent, an unrestricted free agent, and other teams are going to want to talk to Christian Wood. Regardless if he's going to come back or not, he's going to talk to other teams. In today's NBA, it is the player's responsibility to talk to as many teams as possible to find out the best situation, to get the most money. The NBA has evolved so much to do so. I mean, if you guys go back to watch the last dance documentary, Scottie Pippen signed like an 8-year deal for like 15 mil, or it was something ridiculous like that. It was crazy the amount of money he was getting paid to someone who wasn't even on his level. NBA has come a long ways away to being very player friendly, and even if the Pistons don't offer him a lot of money right off the rip, they're probably going to pay him a pretty penny. And it's kind of weird to do so because he's really only had about 14 games without Andre Drummond, if that. We don't really know if he can continue to do so. And I think he will because he flourished. He played well. He played great off the bench. He was a great spot-up shooter for us. He was a great person coming off of a pick and roll. He was a great person getting second chance opportunities. I mean, he was scoring more than one way. And then when we handed the keys to him, if you really want to call it that, he killed it. So there's a couple things we got to look at, man. First and foremost, obviously, it's going to start with Troy Weaver. And he's coming in here. He's got a lot of tough decisions to make. This is not going to be easy for him. And I'm hyped up, man. I'm feeling what Troy's saying. I'm glad we got him. But he's going to have to re-sign Christian Wood. I guess he doesn't have to, but he should. Or else the fans are going to be upset, the people. He's got to get a good draft pick. You know, I mean, there's not a whole lot we can do about the positioning in it. You know, we just got to get the best player available wherever we're at. But what do I think we need to do to pay Christian Wood? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what other teams are going to make him or offer him. It might hurt our paycheck. We got about $30 million to spend this offseason as of right now. And again, there's still some questionable things like Jokic just caught COVID right now. I think someone else in Denver got it again. I think I've seen something else where 2 other players had it. They didn't name them yet. We don't know if the NBA is coming back officially. I mean, we are still scheduled. They're trying to put every safety measure they can. But, you know, there's some things that, you know, as soon as we try to take a step forward to getting cleared, something else happens. So I don't know really what to expect. But if the NBA doesn't come back, it's going to hurt the salary cap because they're missing playoff revenue, they're missing finals revenue. There's a whole kinds of this ratings and commercials and all that kind of stuff that's going to affect the NBA because they kind of count on that revenue. That's why the salary cap goes up every year, because they make a lot more money than they thought. So if the NBA does not come back, they're going to miss that. Plus, you missed, 20, 30 games of the regular season. There were some high-key matchups there. Like we had, people were starting to watch Zion. He was officially healthy. That's a lot of TNT, ESPN games that they missed out on. That's high market value right there. So as of right now, we have about $30 million to spend. And again, there's not a whole lot of great free agents. There's some guys out there that are solid and I'd like to have because they're going to be good people wherever they go. But there's not going to be anybody available. Like Brandon Ingram's probably like the top free agent. He's restricted. He's not going to go anywhere. Pelicans are going to resign him. As much as I would love to have BI here, It's not going to happen. So I guess we really have to look at what other teams are going to offer him. I think that the Pistons are going to offer him whatever he wants. I think that should be their plan at least. Again, I can't really contest to that. It's kind of a slippery slope because it's really going to depend on how much you want to pay him, what the market value for him is, and how much you really want to keep him. Because someone like the Knicks, who have been persistent about signing power forwards and paying them a lot of money, probably going to come up to him and be like, hey, you're a young guy. You could be the face of New York. Who doesn't want to be that? I mean, it's frustrating, you know? And it's a tough decision, you know, and I keep assuming that we were just going to re-sign him. But with Troy, I don't know Troy well enough to even try to attempt at what he's going to do. Only thing I can say is they are going to attempt to re-sign Christian Wood. And it is just a little bit concerning that he's not allowed to talk about it because he is a Detroit Piston. They should be able to say that they're going to try to re-sign him or whatever. There shouldn't be anything held accountable for, a front office thing, a player on their roster as of right now that they can't re-sign. So I don't know if he's just trying to be safe, if that's an NBA rule or not. I'm not super worried about it, man. I'm really not. Christian Wood's a great player. I think we'll do our best to re-sign him. We're just going to have to watch. Again, I'm not sure what the timetable for any of this crap is yet. I'm not sure if there's a deadline or what. I think the NBA is still trying to play it by ear. But as soon as we learn more, I'm going to update you guys. As soon as we start hearing some offers, again, I'm not sure when free agency starts, but I'm going to start talking about it. And I'm sure we're going to start hearing about other teams that are going to want to talk to him. So it's a weird situation to be in. The world's crazy right now, 2020. That's all I can say, man. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. What are you willing to pay Christian Wood? And do you think Troy Weaver will re-sign him? But leave it all down there below. I'll be sure to read all of them. Instagram, Twitter, DSA members, DSA website, all in the description. Be sure to check all that out. Above the Rim, Saturday, 7 p.m. Be there or be square. And that's the bottom line because Detroit Drew said so, man. Peace.